Welcome to Tap 101 Part 3. So this is going to be tap movement, things that you can do across the floor while walking, moving from one place to another. Now this chord is not long enough to actively have it with me the entire time, but I will show and explain the moves before doing them back and forth as something you can follow along with. So the first thing we're going to be learning is a flap, which is very, very similar to a shuffle. It's going to make two sounds and it'll be a kick and a step. You're going to use the ball of your foot as you did with the shuffle, and then you're going to kick and step onto it, which is why it's a moving step. You're kicking forward. A flap is kick, step on it, and it's going to stay on your toes, so don't put your heels down. Kick, step, kick, step. Now we're going to practice across our space. Now we go the other way. The next thing we're going to be learning is flap heel, which is essentially the same movement with a heel added to it. 1, 2, 3. Now one of the big differences between a flap and a shuffle when it comes to traveling is flaps are a lot faster. The sounds 1, 2 are different than 1, 2. So we're going to go at a slightly faster pace. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And now we do it across the floor. Other way. Now we're going to reverse our flaps. We're not going to add the heel, but we are going to do reverse. So you're going to be on your toes, just like flapping. You're going to pick your foot up in front of you, kick and step. Same thing with the other foot. Kick, step. Kick, step. Now we do it across the floor. Other side. Now we're going to follow the same movement pattern, but we're going to add a heel in the middle of it. So instead of putting the heel at the end, it's going to go between the other two noises. So you're going to brush your first foot, put down your heel, and then put your toe down. You're going to lift up your toe like this. 1, brush, heel, step. Lift up your toe, brush, heel, step. And now we're going to do it across the floor. Other way. That one's a little bit harder, but all kinds of fun once you get used to it. Now we're going to move into riffs. Now riffs for tapping start at 3, and for most people they get up to about 12. We're only going to do probably about the first 6. Most of them are called riffs with a specific number. The first one is only referred to as a third. It can be done in place with a toe, heel, toe, lift it up, toe, heel, toe, but we're going to do it traveling. It's going to be the same movement, except we're walking. Toe, push your heel forward, put your toe down. Toe, push your heel forward, put your toe down. Toe, heel, toe. Toe, heel, toe. And this is how you do it pretty much anywhere past young ages once you are used to it, which is in front of your body. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We're going to do the first kind of thirds across the floor both ways, and then we're going to do the second kinds across the floor both ways. Other way. Now we're going to do the more advanced version. Other side. Thirds are one of those things that's also really fun once you get really good at it, because once you get really good, it sounds like this. And now we're going to go with 4. The rest of them aren't so much something that you can speed up and sound different. They're just basic movements that you can practice back and forth. So the 4 starts very similar to the first way you can do a third. It starts in the back. You go toe, heel, heel, toe. Not too dissimilar to dragging your feet when you're walking. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now across the floor. And the other side. Now we move on to 5, which is again very similar to 4, only there's going to be an extra heel in the mix of the movement. So we're going to start 1, 2. Then we're going to put our heel, heel, toe. Let's do that again. So toe, brush heel, back heel, front heel, toe. Toe, brush front, back heel, toe. Toe, brush front, back heel, toe. And now we're going to do it across the floor. Other side. Now we're going to learn the 6, which is the last riff that we're going to be learning. It's the same as the 5th one, but with an extra heel at the end of it. So we're going to start off the same. Toe, brush, front, heel, heel, toe, but then your front heel is going to add an extra sound at the end. Toe, brush, back heel, toe, front heel. Do that again. Toe, brush, back heel, toe, front heel. Toe, brush, back heel, toe, front heel. And now across the floor. And now the other side. The second to last thing we're going to be learning is called a buffalo. And this is a little bit of a more showy type of step. You're going to start by stepping on one foot and leaning into it. You're going to take the outside leg, the one you just stepped off of. You're going to pick it up and shuffle. And then you're going to jump back out onto it and bring this foot crossed in the front. So you're going to step, shuffle, switch. Step, shuffle, switch. Now this one has arm movements that typically go along with it. Not everything we do will. If you need balance, obviously, you can keep your arms up, but most of them don't have necessary arms. This one, because it's very much a performance move, your arms will go out and in. So when you step on the outside foot, your arms are going to go out, and when you jump back, your arms are going to come in. And now we'll go across the floor. Other side. And lastly, we're going to learn how to do the Irish step. Now, the Irish step also has arms that goes with it. So if you're doing an Irish step, you got to fold your arms behind your back like this. You can either just have your hands flat against your back, or you can hold one hand with the other. It'll look like this. Now, this movement is also going to be a forward movement rather than a sideways movement like the last one. So this is based in a step called shuffle hop step. It's pretty self-explanatory, which is why I didn't go over it earlier. But a shuffle hop step is the same thing as a shuffle, but you hop it before you put your foot down. This is going to cross your feet in the process, which sounds a little weird, but let me show you. So here we're going to shuffle to the side, just like we did when warming up, except it's going to cross front. And then we're going to hop and put it down in front of us. Then the foot in the back is the one that goes next. So move your weight forward, shuffle side, front, hop, step. If you're looking at it from the front, it looks like this. Now this actually takes into account a ballet position, which is fifth. This is something we're going to go over in the ballet section, which comes next. Now obviously, since we're not doing ballet right now, it's okay if you're not in a perfect fifth position. The point of me teaching the basics is to learn the basics. So as long as it's a shuffle, cross it front, hop, and then put your foot in front. If your feet are like this or like this, it's not a big deal while you're still learning. Now we're going to go across the floor with this. And the other side. Congratulations, you've made it through the Tap 101. Now I'm going to remind you that in any point in any of these videos, you can stop or back up while you're figuring out how to do the steps. I just didn't want to make the video too long. But you can always pause if you need a little help figuring things out. But that is the end of our tap segment, and I hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.